believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through that open door. I believe I can fly, and I believe I can fly.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head, a million dreams keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see.
Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. Hebrews 11 verse 1. A pleasant day, loyal streamers of JERVIN Eagle Viewpoints vlog. This is your content provider, Prospero Gonzaga Jr., known to my students as Sir Noy, and I have a question for you to open our sharing. Have you ever thought that there is a human being who existed that already know everything and may have no other knowledge, inclusion needed, as there is already complete intelligence inherent to that person? Today, we will be talking about the vlog issue. Is there an all-knowing person? The windows of ourselves. Well, oftentimes, the problem of knowing everything is it is only a perception of a person who has a dwindling self-esteem. That is why it is often easier to teach a person who knows that he needs to know more than a person who thinks he already knows enough and there will be lesser need to know. In life, there are actually two kinds of death. Number one, the philosophical death, and number two, the physical death. The physical death is the one that ends breathing, or the one that stops us from breathing and therefore ended life totally. So, after this, there is really no life after all. On the contrary, philosophical death happens when there is an assumption of one person that he already knows everything and he need not study or listen more to other people. Physical death is inevitable. However, philosophical death is more of a signal that the person is already quarantined on his personal belief that he is already very intelligent and it would be useless to listen to others because they already know that they know what others know. Philosophical death is often equated with ignorance of realism or ignorance of reality. Fact remains that the most intelligent person who ever lived, Albert Einstein, only used less than half of his entire brain, because he grew old without filling up knowledge for the remainder of his cerebral gift from God. Thus, it is always known in history that Albert Einstein only consumed 30 to 40% of his brain. Thus, in context, there is no probability that one person can know everything in a lifetime or in his lifetime. Today, an average human is only utilizing 50 to 20% of their brains, and that is already a maximized and logically used human brain. The fact here is, there is more that we know, that we do not know, than what we know in our entire lifetime. Now, the problem with people who assume that they know but actually they are just building facades is that they will be ashamed to admit the reality of knowing nothing. So they will continue to mask up and pretend until the time that they can still hold their fort. An observation of one psychologist runs this way. If one person doesn't know that he knows nothing, he really does not know anything. But when a person knows that he knows nothing, he already knows of one thing, and that is that he knows nothing.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head.
A million dreams are keeping me
A million dreams.
To further solidify our logical claim that no human being has existed that knows already everything, let us tackle one of the celebrated theories of all time, the Johari's window. In this theory, there are 4 windows of the self in relation to others. The first window is the open window. In the open window, the self or you know and other people knows about certain knowledge and facts that exist. A good example of this is you know that you are a male person because you know your genitalia classification, and others also know that because of your deportation and body physique. So that is a very good example of an open window. The second window is the hidden window. This is the window that you know, but the public do not know, or others do not know. A good example of this is your favorite food. If you are in a new area, you know what you really want to eat because that is your favorite. But others do not know what you want to eat because they still do not know you. This is the basic example of a hidden window. The third window is the blind window. This is a window wherein others know, but you do not know of some existing facts and knowledge that exist. A good example of this is your bad breath. Usually you do not know that you have a bad breath because you are already accustomed to it. But people around you are uncomfortable because they notice what you failed to notice, which is the smell of your breathing or your oral exhaust of your mouth. That is a good example of the blind window. The fourth and the last window is called the unknown window. This window is not known to others and not also known to you. Is this possible? Well, yes, a good example of this is death. Others do not know what is the specific time of death of any humans, and you also do not know. Okay? That leaves the fact that humans cannot know everything because the fourth window, the unknown window, is actually an existing window that proves that humans cannot know everything. Dear vloggers, the presence of the unknown self in the Johari window is an excellent evidence that nobody knows everything. Therefore, we all still need to search and struggle to know more in knowledge and things in life. Yes, there is no person with an ultimate mental perfection. We need to realize that the human being that almost utilized the whole brain, the name is Methuselah, who died at 969, cannot even maximize or perfectly utilize this brain given by God in his lifetime. So the next time you think you already know everything, well, wake up while you can, because you are already dying of philosophical death. People who say that I don't need to know already, I'm already intelligent, I know that already, they are actually in danger of dying philosophically. It is our human duty that even if we cannot reach complete usage of the brain, we will use it till Jesus comes. Because God said, occupy till I come. This is your JERVIN Eagle Viewpoints vlog saying, let us spend this lifetime with God, not with counting of our degree of excellence in our human endeavors. Dear vlogmates, this is Bros Gonzaga Jr., known to my students as Sir Noy, and that's the way the eagle hooked the prey. See you again, and I hope that you are still enjoying our vlogs and our focus topics. God bless you.
I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
And I believe I can fly. And I believe I can fly. Hey, 'cause I
And that's the way the eagle hooked the prey.
believe I can soar.